get ready. All right, let's grab your yoga ball and let's get ready for a great workout. So soft knees. We're gonna hold that ball, we're gonna bend the knees, and you're gonna lift the ball up above the head. We're gonna warm up, wake up those legs, those shoulders. Whew, feels good to move. You know, good old Jack LaLanne, the godfather of fitness, used to say the rest of your life is the best of your life. Love it. Good positive thoughts. Good, it feels good to move. And this is how we age well, is by moving. Yeah, and up. I call exercise the fountain of youth. Woo, so keep moving. Let's get a couple more. Lift, lower, one more. We're working the legs, the arms. Excellent, good. So soft knees. What we're gonna do is a little twist. So turning the ball, let the head follow. Notice I'm going on the ball of the foot and I'm engaging my stomach. Let your head follow. We're not in a hurry. Awesome sauce. So keep your tummy nice and tight. You got a slight bend in the elbow. Good. Waking up that waist. Very nice. Good. So the next thing I'd like you to do right now is we're gonna do a little chop chop exercise. I call it a wood chopper. So my golfers and tennis players, this is a good one for you. Bring the ball to one side. If I'm on my left side, you're following me on your right, and you're gonna lift up just like you would a golf swing. So bend those knees down and bring it back up. So this is a great one for that core. You're gonna feel this in the legs and the shoulders. You didn't know you could have so much fun with a ball. We are having a ball with the ball. Lift up and come back down. Very nice. Swing. So next time you play golf or tennis, if you play, boy, that ball is gonna fly out of there. We got one more. Down and up. Now we're going to probably what feels like your non-dominant side, or maybe vice versa. You're gonna go down and up, focusing on your form. So what is your form? Remember, think of it like a chop chop type exercise. So you're engaging your stomach, which means pull the belly button to the spine, and you're doing a little rotational movement. It's very important. There's so many different movement patterns, the way we move our bodies, and it's important we move them in all different directions. And that's because that's what life's about, is moving in different directions. Let's get one more. Reach. Excellent. Good. So next thing I'd like you to do is go ahead and put the ball on top of your head. Soft knees. You're going to feel this in the side. So I don't want your arms up. You'll feel it too much in your shoulders. So I want you to let it rest on your head. Soft knees. You're going to go down to the side into a little lateral movement. So which means we're going to the side. Do not overstretch or over move to the side because you can feel it in your lower back. So are you sucking your belly button in? Very good. Nice. Keep going. We're working a lot of core with this ball, and that's the advantage of these balls. It does work a lot of balance, a lot of the core with your stomach and lower back. Excellent. Keep going. Let's get another one. Very good. Good. So let's go ahead and have a seat on your ball. I want you to go ahead. We're going to bounce a little bit. We're going to have fun. You're going to feel like you're on a trampoline. Whee! Isn't this fun? So just bounce back and forth. Good. Probably feels good on that tushy. Keep going. I am going to be testing you on this ball. So now what I'd like you to do is stay stationary and just rock back and forth. Go up on those cheeks, back and forth. Feeling pretty comfortable with that? Good. Now front and back, front and back. Going to make you friends. You know, a lot of people like to use these balls to sit on behind their desk. Why? Because it forces you to have good posture and a good core, because otherwise people fall off. So if you want to use this as your tool while you're sitting behind your front desk or your desk where your computer is, I encourage you. Now stay stationary. Good. What I'd like you to do is a figure 8. It doesn't matter which direction because we're going to do both. But make a figure 8 with your bumper. Good. Call it your bumper. Jack LaLanne likes to call it your back porch. You can call it your rear, your butt. Whew. We need that back there, and we're moving it around. A little figure 8. Now reverse your figure 8. Reverse it. So whatever direction you were going, reverse that figure 8. It's actually good for your brain too right here. So you're moving your body and you're having to think about that reverse figure 8. Good. Keep going. And rest. So next one I'd like you to do, I am going to test your balance. So if you're not too comfortable with your balance, you might want to have a wall next to you or a chair just in case. So what I'd like you to do is put all your weight on one leg and lift up your leg. Now I'm lifting up my left leg. If you're mirroring me out there, you're lifting up your right leg. Good. Now some people put their hands here for more stability. If you want a challenge, let's go ahead and lift that up. Good. Hold it up. Hold it up. And let's switch sides. Good. Take the other leg, lift. This is good to challenge you. Sit up nice and tall. Very nice. Now let's go back to your original leg. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. It's good to be challenged. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Yes, we're bouncing. One foot. Have that wall next to you just in case. Good. Keep going. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Whee! You can make a happy song in your head here. You can even say, "Wee like me," and then switch. Go the other side. Hold that other leg up. Hold it stationary. Good. Now some of you, this is enough, and keep it right here. But if you want a little bit more of a challenge, let's bounce. 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 Good. Keep going. And you're going to notice the more you do this kind of stuff, the easier it's going to get. It's going to improve your balance, your mobility. And good. Bring it back down. Now sit up nice and tall. We're just going to do a little stretch. Take your opposite hand on your opposite leg. Put the other hand behind you on the ball. Sit up tall and give me a nice little twist. Good. This is a great stretch for your lower back. It's called a seated twist. And let's go to the other side. Put your other hand on top. Sit up tall and add a little twist. Your lower back will love you for this. Look all the way behind you. Opposite direction. Good. And we're going to add another stretch. So let's go ahead and put that. I put my right leg out. You're going to mirror me with your left leg. Flex the foot and lean down towards that extended leg. Feel a good stretch right here in the back of the leg. It's called your hamstring. And tight hamstrings and tight hips contribute to back pain. Go to the other side. So we don't want to have that, do we? And if you do have that, we need to do some stretches. So the other leg extended out. I'm flexing the foot towards me. And you feel a good stretch in the back of the leg. Let's hold it. Hold it. Very nice. Good. I'd like to add a couple more stretches here. I know you're saying that felt good. Let's do it again, Coach Kim. So put your feet nice and wide. And I'd like you to lean to the middle. Lean. Feel that stretch the groin and your inner thigh. I have nice little soft knees. You don't need to touch the ground. Just hold that stretch. Hold. Good. Sit up tall. Let's open up these hips a little bit. I'd like it if I have my right leg, I'm going to put my left leg behind me and vice versa for you. You can sit up tall and open up what's called your hip flexor area right in here. And as I mentioned earlier, the hips and the hamstrings contribute back pain if they're not stretched out and they're tight. So this is a good stretch for those hips. And sit up tall, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch sides. Now, if you did not feel that in your hip, then you need to readjust and move that leg, that back leg back a little bit farther. So sit up tall. If you need a wall, have the wall nearby. And sit up and hold that stretch. 5 to 10 seconds is fine. Feel right here. That's what I'm trying to show you. That's the stretch. Sit up tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So have a seat back on that ball. I want your legs. Notice how it's at a 90 degree, both my feet facing forward. You're going to go up on those toes, and then you're going to rock back. So you're going to go up on the toes, rock back. So you're going to feel this in the calves and the shins. It's also good for your ankle. Get that mobility going. Being on the ball is making this more challenging than being on a chair. You got to pay attention to your posture, your core, your balance. Nobody wants to fall off this ball, and it certainly won't happen. All the way up, and come back. Good. All the way up and back. And I have to think about it. I can tell you a funny story while we're doing this. I've been in fitness. My first fitness job was in 1988, so it's been over 30 years of fitness. And I've loved each and every group class and client that I've had. And I've used this ball for the last 30 years pretty much. And I have to tell you, I've only had one person fall off the ball in that whole time. That's pretty good, don't you think? So it's not going to happen to you all the way up. And don't you go saying, well, I could be the first one, because it's not going to happen. There's no stinking thinking. All the way up, you're rocking back and forth. Keep going. Let's get a couple more. Up and back. Good. So did you feel that in this area all through the shins? It's good stuff right there. Excellent. So we're going to do what's called a ball crunch. So I'm going to be turning sideways. You just follow exactly what I'm doing. You don't have to turn sideways. And we're going to crawl down on that ball. I'm getting this way so you can view me better. The lower back is rested. This is one of my favorite exercises for the core. Your chin is off the chest. And you're saying, why? Why is it my favorite exercise? Well, let me tell you. Number one, you're working the core, but your range of motion on the ball, as opposed to the floor, is you get to go all the way back. So you're going to feel a nice stretch right here. You're going to crunch forward, hold, and go back. Now, I want you to listen to your lower back. If your lower back hurts you right now, it means you need to adjust and come down lower on the ball. To make it harder, you just come back a little bit. So chin off the chest, support the neck. I don't want to see this, okay? That's a neck up and it's a neck ache waiting to happen. So go all the way back, eyes to the ceiling, support the neck and crunch. Yes, you felt it, didn't you? Go all the way back, breathe out at the top. Good, all the way back. This is a very, very powerful core move, all the way back. Again, lower back hurts, come down on the ball, crunch up, go back down, good. Breathe out and crunch. I know you're feeling it, very powerful. Let's do another one. All the way up, hold, 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 and rest. Good. So let's sit back up. And I'd like to do a little stretch for your lower back. So let's flex those feet. Put your hands behind the ankles and pull your body all the way down. Doesn't that feel amazing in your lower and mid back? And just hold that gentle stretch. My feet are flexed. Hold that stretch. If you get dizzy, obviously, don't do this. So hold it. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back up. So next exercise I'd like to do, it's actually more of a stretch, and you're going to love me after this. Get that same position that you did for that crunch, but what I'd like you to do is reach behind you like this. Just hold. Doesn't that feel amazing? You're feeling a great stretch. As a matter of fact, some of you are going, can I just hang out here all day? Woo! Feels amazing. Hold the stretch. Hold. Now I know everything is relaxed on this ball. My lower back, my neck. Hold for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's come back up nice and slow. I don't want you feeling dizzy. Come back slow. So you can go back to that stretch anytime you need to. So I'd like you to sit on that ball again, and let's move those feet back and forth. Good. Holding onto the ball does make it easier. Holding onto a wall makes it easiest. Doing it like I'm doing with my hands off is going to be more challenging. So you pick the level that works for you. Let's pump those feet. Pump them. Pump them. Keep going. Good. Now while you're seated, I'd like you to take your, I'm going to use my right leg. You'll mirror me with your left leg. And lift it up and flex the foot. So I'm lifting my leg, quadriceps, come back down. Again, holding onto a wall. If you feel like you're going to fall, lift and drop. This is working the quadricep muscle. Those of you with knee issues, this is a must-do for you. It's strengthening the muscles around the knee. Good. Let's get a couple more. Flex your foot. Let's get one more. Flex your foot. Hold, hold, and drop. Let's go to the other side. So take that other leg, flex the foot, lift it all the way up, and bend. It's called a leg extension. Lift up and come back down. Good. You hear me talk a lot about Mr. Jack LaLanne, the godfather of fitness. Opened up the first gym in Oakland, California. Do you realize he was the guy who invented the leg extension machine, the very first one? That was back in 1936, a long time ago. Up. Just thought I'd give you a little history lesson there. Lift. And that man had it going on. 70 years ago, he was saying people would be happier if we would move our bodies and eat food in its natural state. Whew. Knew what he was talking about, and I'm a big believer in that. All right, we have one more stretch. So what I'd like you to do is hold onto a wall if you feel like you're going to fall. Oh, I'm challenging some of you. You're going to push this down. I'm pushing one leg, and I'm pulling my heel with the other. Hold. Oh, yes. Now, if those of you can do it like me, good for you, because this is really hard. Most of us are probably holding onto a wall or a chair, and then switch sides. Good. Whew, put that other foot on top. I know I'm feeling it. Look, I'm being tentative about it. And it does help when your eyes fixate on something. Okay? And hold. I'm pushing down. This is opening up your hip, by the way. Good. Hold this stretch. And you could do this seated in a regular chair. If you're on a ball, it's obviously more challenging. Very nice. Good. So sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. A couple more rolls. A couple more rolls. Lift the arms up. Breathe out down. Last one. Breathe into your nose. And out through your mouth. Wonderful. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your exercises using the yoga ball.